What's going on, YouTube? It's James with Shyhammer Fantasy Battle Reports, and it is Okon. I'm excited. I've been waiting for this moment. I've been having all these practice games up to this moment. My brother and I paid way in advance to go for this game, for this tournament, for 9th Age Fantasy Battles. And to top it off, we drove 4 hours from Chicago all the way down to Ohio to play here. And so we're excited, we're pumped. We actually, I mean, if you guys didn't catch the tag team tournament, I'm sorry for the spoiler here, but we actually won the night before in the tag team tournament, my brother and I. So we're feeling good. I brought out my list, and I've been feeling very solid with my list. I feel like I know my army in and out, and I feel like I have a very solid army. I don't have a dick list, okay? And you know, there was something I saw on the last day, and I'm going to put the picture up right here right now. This is on Jake Murphy's box that he moves his guys around. It says, "Don't be a dick." And he's such an optimistic guy. I like the guy. Anyways, as you can see in this picture here, this is actually just everybody in. This is like Andrew Sherman's on the chair. Obviously, he's talking to the crowd. But there's 41 people here for Okon. 41 people showed up. Now, they had like X-Wing, Kings of War, Age of Sigmar, other events set up. 40K in every event broke down and crumbled, and they had to cancel all of them except for Fantasy 9th Age. 9th Age had 41 people show up, so this is a great turnout for us. This is a great turnout for the game. It's a newer system of what we knew, but you know, it was all of us able to play and continue playing, and I think that's a good thing for our community. And I think this is a good turnout for. It's the largest North American turnout so far this year. So that's fun and interesting. So it's round one. We got paired off, and we got paired off, and the person I'm playing against is actually a Warriors of the Dark Gods player. So we're gonna go ahead and see what I brought to the table, what he brought to the table, and we're gonna see how this goes. So I don't have pictures of my armies of that day, so I'm just gonna go show you what I had pictures of. This is what I brought to Friday Night Dice 2 weeks before, and it's the same list. It's the same list. Obviously, my guys are painted now, but right here I have Kabuto the Python. He is a level 2 Goblin Shaman, or Orc Shaman, excuse me, with a Tomb of Arcane Lore and the Red Ring of Fire. Level 2 of Wilderness, so he has 4 spells basically. Right next to him is a level 2 that's Baxter Stockman. Baxter only has a level 2 of Shadow. Over here, I have a unit of 12 Orcs with crossbows and not full command. I just have the banner and the musician. So basically, they're just there to kill chaff, really. I have my Horde, the 32 Orc Ed Basher unit with full command, and the BSB. The BSB is Bebop. Bebop, I started giving him the Screaming Swords just to get an extra initiative and potentially give somebody fear. Potentially, who knows? Over here, I got my my character, my Chariot Killer, Baron Longshot with the Skull Splitter, Magic Shotgun Blunderbuss. Over here I have King Koopa. King Koopa, I am extremely proud of at this whole tournament, and you'll see why. But he is taking place of Chickenhead. Chickenhead has it's the same armor and everything. It's just moved the mount over. I lose the Scout and the Vanguard. But King Koopa has a 1-up armor, 4-up regen, and a 2-up ward against fire. Over here I have 2 Git launchers. I have my General Warboss Dread, Iron Tooth. And I'm going to just say it right now because there's no picture of it later. It was a verbal thing. But Dread here won the Buckeyes Golden Challenge for a large monster. So I won a painting challenge with the large monster, and Dread here was my prize to the gold there. So good job, Dread. I'm extremely psyched about that. It started off my that ended off my my whole run in Ohio. That was awesome. Over here I have a unit of 30 Squigs or Nasher Herd, and yeah, That's they're just deadly as hell. Over here I have the A-Rock. She is beautiful in all her glory. What I'm gonna do also, let me finish off my list. I'm sorry, I'm rambling. I'm like my head's jumping forward, and I'm still like trying to catch up here. I have my unit of Forest Goblins, 20 Forest Goblins. They do have the banner, the Mother Gift banner, and then I have also right here a unit of 5 Wolf Riders. Just fast cap, full upgrades, but yeah. What I'm gonna do is, I did this a long time ago when I did Blood in the Sun last year. Is I'm gonna go ahead and try to make a spreadsheet of how many points each character unit or whatever killed, and see who actually was worth their points in their weight in points basically, and see who killed more or who cost me too much and didn't kill enough. So, anyways, over here. You can see my opponent. This is Douglas. I don't remember Douglas's last name, but I do have the list right here, so I'm going to go and just cheat for myself. Douglas Mooney. All right. Douglas Mooney, he came out with his Warriors of the Dark Gods, and as you can see from the left side, I'm not going to count the unit that's partially in, but that is a chariot. I guess it's called a Mauler Beast chariot now. Right next to him is a unit of warriors. Those warriors have the mark of change. They also have the BSB and the level 2 wizard in that unit. Right next to that is a unit of 40 marauders, or I think 40 barbarians. They have flails, they do have frenzy, and they have, I think they get like 3 attacks apiece or so, something like that. And then to the right there, that is a huge block of dragon centaurs. I don't know if they're still called Dragon Centaurs, but that's a unit of fucking 5 Dragon Centaurs with great weapons. Holy shit. Over on this side, over here on the left, we already know about the chariot. So on the left over there, that is another unit of warriors. They have the Mark of Wrath in that unit, and they also have the general in that unit. And that general has, like, I think initiative 8 attacks. Something around there. I'm making up a little bit of the facts here. I do have the paper somewhere, but honestly, everything right now is in bags, and I am about to literally head to North Carolina for Brawlers Bash. So I'm not going to look for it right now. Sorry about that, Doug. I would love to explain what you brought. I know the list is somewhere around here, but I'm not going to look for it. And then in the back, he has a unit of 2 Juggernauts, or 2 Crushers. There is a unit of Hounds that's hiding somewhere. I don't see it right now in these pictures, but we'll get to it when we get there. Magic Phase, Magic Spells. I ended up getting the Beast Within, Curse of the Wildwood, and Swarm of Insects. And then I also got Shadow Miasma and Glimpse of the End. For my opponent, he ended up getting Reign of Confusion, Pink Fire, and Secret Stolen, and then he also got another Pink Fire and Blue Fire. As you can see, it's standard battle line. We just basically went up like this. I actually ended up bunkering up on the right side. Doing this, one of the threats was the Dragon Centaurs. I didn't know how to deal with them. The other threat, the biggest threat to me right now is the Marauders. Not worried about the chariot. Longshot could probably kill a chariot. On the left side of the board, you can't see them right now. I'll get to the left side of the board in a minute. I have my 2 Git launchers, my 2 Doom Divers. They're going to go ahead and just nail units and just destroy chunks of the units. I'm not worried about it. The Dragon Centaurs kind of intimidate me because I've never fought them before. So I'm kind of just putting A-Rock on that side. I put A-Rock on that side also to shoot the web launcher into his Marauders. I put the Force Goblins there to shoot the Marauders. And I have both my hordes of the Nashers and the Orcs facing off at his Warriors when they come. When that happens, that happens. I don't want to fight Marauders and Warriors. I don't want to fight Dragon Centaurs and Warriors. I want to just deal with the Warriors when the Warriors come. I put my Orcs on the hill. Technically, the Shaman's on the hill as well. It's just that he kept there's no way I'm going to do. Look at that. It's like defying gravity. It's not going to happen. So he's basically on the right side of that unit, but whatever. My other Shaman's chilling by A-Rock. He actually thought it was pretty safe. The one thing I like about Warriors is I don't have to worry about my characters getting shot by anything. They just kind of like run around, do whatever they need to do as long as they're not in line of sight of stuff. So they do. And then my Wolf Riders are just chilling in front of A-Rock because they're going to take off in a second. Over on this side here, I ended up scouting with Longshot up there by the dogs, and I have Koopa just kind of running up the gut. And then I ended up doing the Vanguard here with Longshot, moving him closer, and it's going to start off turn 1. Chaos. He ended up winning the roll-off. Now, here's the cool thing about Okan. Okan did something very interesting, because I know there's a lot of people who are wondering how it's going to work out for tournament settings where somebody can just drop their whole army first, and it just kind of sucks. It really does kind of suck. And I know that's something that 9th Age, I don't know if they're going to change it in the next book that's coming out in like 2 days, but nobody likes dealing with the fact that they can't get a chance to go first. So what they do in Okan is they just gave you the max you could get is a +2 for dropping everything. Okay, so it kind of gives you that back and forth feel. You don't want to drop everything because you don't want the army to you don't want the person to know exactly what you have on the other side just yet. You want to kind of counterbalance your drops. So that's cool. But he ended up winning the roll off. I rolled a shit number anyways. I think I rolled a 2. So it's gonna go ahead and start off Warriors of the Dark Gods turn 1. So first thing he's gonna do is he just literally marches everybody up. That's what he's going to do. Over on this side here, you can see his hounds decided to go around to the side of Longshot. The Juggernauts are going to have face off at Longshot, and everybody else just moved up. Magic phase, he got 9 power dice. And he's going to go ahead and do blue fire onto this unit here of my Forest Goblins. I decided I'm going to dispel it. And I think he tried to do another spell. I don't have all the pictures. Now I'm going to be honest with you guys, and I've said this in other tournament videos, but during a tournament, you're on a time limit. You're trying to just pay attention to what's going on in the game. You want to make sure whatever. So I don't get all the pictures like I should, and I practice for it all year round, just taking pictures. And you know what the fucked up thing is? Actually, I'm watching like my brother's game when he was playing Fergus at Okan, and I automatically want to start taking pictures of stuff just because I'm so used to it. I'm like so brainwashed into it, taking pictures for battle reports, that I'm like, oh wait, that happened. Let me take a picture. Oh shit, I don't have my camera because it's not even my game. But anyway, so that being said, that was me rambling for 10 seconds. But I didn't get a picture of what happened after Blue Fire didn't go off. So something else tried to go off and nothing else really happened. He might have just missed his dice on the next spell. So that was it. That was his eventful turn 1. There was nothing that went off. Nobody died. He just kind of chaffed up Longshot. It's going to start off Orcs and Goblins turn 1. I go ahead and I run the Wolves up towards... I didn't even want to Vanguard them. If I Vanguarded them, they were going to get crushed by the Dragon Centaurs. So I moved them up here towards his Marauders and his Dragon Centaurs. If he charges with the Dragon Centaurs, I could flee. I'll flee through my Goblins, flee through my Orcs, and pop out the other side. I'll be fine. If he charges with the Marauders, I could flee through the Goblins. Or actually, I think I would like to. No, I don't want to take it. I would have to flee through the Goblins, flee through the Orcs, pop out the other side. I'll be fine. So that's basically what they're going to do. I move up the A-Rock just a little bit so I can get the web launcher off. I move up everybody else just a little bit so I can deal with what I got to deal with. Magic Phase got 7 power dice. I go ahead and I throw up 2 dice on Shadow Miasma to slow down their movement. He dispels it, of course. I throw up 1 dice on Swarm of Insects onto his Marauders. And he's like, what does that do? I go, 5d6 strength 1. He goes, go for it. And I was like, alright. BAM! Killed off 6 of his Marauders. It wasn't 40, it was 30. Okay. Killed off 6 of those Marauders. Oh man, I love those bees. Those bees are so nasty. I go for 4 dice onto Curse of the Wildwood onto his Centaurs. He dispels it. And that is the end of my Magic Phase. I'm going to go ahead and do shooting. I got these guys on top of the hill. Clear line of sight towards the Dragon Centaurs. Pop, pop, killed off, or did 2 wounds onto the Dragon Centaurs. That's pretty good. Over here, woo! I'm going to shoot the web launcher. Direct hit. And it ends up doing 3 wounds. I ended up doing like 9 hits or 12 hits, but I only got 3 wounds. It does web them. It does slow down their movement, which is great. I did move Longshot. He failed the march check because of the wolves, so I moved him back this way. And I decided I'm just going to go ahead and shoot at the Juggernauts. So I end up doing 1 wound through the armor save on those crushers there. Over here I'm going to shoot both git launches into this unit of warriors, and I think I do 2 wounds onto this. They both hit, but I only did 2 wounds, and that was the end of Orcs and Goblins turn 1. We're going to go into Warriors of the Dark Gods turn 2. Warriors of the Dark Gods turn 2, he's going to go ahead and take the bait. He charges the Marauders into the Goblins, and I'm just going to flee, and I flee through all my units. I'm insignificant. The Orcs don't care. The Forest Goblins, they don't care because they're unruly and in horde formation, and he's just going to fail charge. Or no, he redirects into my Forest Goblins, and I stand and shoot. When I stand and shoot, I kill 3 of them. Oh, those Forest Goblins. 3 poison shots. And so he fails that charge. He's going to charge his Dragon Centaurs into the Goblins. Now here's what's going to happen. It's an easy charge for him because they have a good movement. He gets into the Goblins. He's going to overrun into my General, or he's going to overrun into my Orcs. And I just can't have that happen. So I actually flee the Goblins, and I flee them off the table on purpose. I don't know why I don't have a picture of it. Oh, I do have a picture of it. I'm going to just move this picture over. Is that exactly how that happens? I don't know. Maybe not. We'll go on this side. I'm sorry. I'm just jumping ahead now. He charges the Wolves into Longshot. Longshot's going to go ahead and stand and shoot. And he's charging the Crushers into Koopa. Koopa's just going to stand there. He doesn't care. So stand and shoot only kills off 1 dog. If the dogs get in, the Crushers fail. Over here, both units fail. And I think it might have been a long charge and I didn't care to run yet. But yeah. So then, since those 2 fail charge, these guys are up here. They're going to go ahead and start moving up in a line. Magic Phase, he got 8 power dice. And he throws double 6s on Blue Fire. And this is just kind of too tempting. I'm like, just, you go ahead and do the damage to it. And he rolls it. It's a D6 plus a 1D6 or something like that. I forgot how it goes. And he only rolls like a 1. So it didn't even wound me. He takes his double 6s. And he ends up losing one of his guys in this unit here. But they do get a bonus for Lord of Change or whatever like that. So he ends up throwing up Reign of Confusion. I let it go. It goes into my Orcs, and basically they can't use Inspiring Presence or Hold Your Ground. But I'm not worried about it because right now they're not taking any terror tests. Over here into Close Combat. Close Combat, Longshot fails to wound any of the dogs. The Spider goes and kills 1 dog. Dogs fail to wound. Longshot win, or that's a push. He charged. I did 1 wound. Longshot stuck there for a turn. I originally wanted Longshot to take out the Chariot, but right now it seems he's just tied up with dogs. But it's going to start off Orcs and Goblins turn 2. Orcs and Goblins turn 2. Freaking King Koopa is charging into the Crushers, and he's just like, screw it, I'm going in. I don't care if they're Crushers, man. I'd rather charge them than them charge me. So I charge into them, and King Koopa gets in. It was like a 10-inch charge, too, which is ridiculous. Over here, I move the Forest Goblins up over here like so. And again, I'm going to have to deal with shooting either Dragon Centaurs or Marauders. Dragon Centaurs, even though they're a high toughness, they have a 4-up armor. And that'll negate a lot of my poison attacks. So I decide I'm just going to go move this way and hopefully just shoot at some Marauders. I move the Wolf Riders up like so, just to chaff. Probably get some more pot shots in. And then I don't care. I move Dread out of the little bubble there. He's just kind of chilling in the back by the hill. He really can't get a side flank charge on Dread. And if he does get a front charge on Dread, Dread could kill some guys. Magic Phase got 9 power dice. And I go ahead and I throw up 3 dice onto Glimpse of the End. I lower the toughness of the Marauders from a 3 to a 2. Okay, guys? A 3 to a 2. And then I go ahead and I try to throw some bees. I was trying to get some bees on 5s and 6s, guys. And he's like, oh no. And he stops that spell from going off. I go ahead and I throw up Curse of the Wildwood. I get 3 6s on it. He lets it go off because he wants to see me blow up. And it goes off onto the Dragon Centaur. So now the Dragon Centaurs are going to take dangerous trains for charging me anyways. And they're going to charge because they're in charge distance. Big template. I failed the miscast, but I only used 3 dice, so nobody gets sucked into the warp. It blows up this big. And check this out. It only wounded the Shaman. It didn't wound the guys that were on the hill. I just failed the rolls. It didn't wound the A-Rock. A-Rock's fine. It just wounded the Shaman. That's fucking hilarious. Howdah Crew is going to go ahead and shoot. And I think they didn't even get the web launcher. I think the web launcher missed, but the Howdah Crew just shot themselves at the Marauders, and they kill off 3 Marauders because they're only tough 3. That's awesome. The Wolf Riders shoot, and they kill off 2. And then, Jesus Christ, these guys are going to go ahead and shoot, double tap, and they only kill off 3. Oh, single tap. They only kill off 3. Check that out. That Marauder unit went from 30 to 10. That 10 is still pretty deadly, though. this Git launcher misfires, of course, takes a wound, but can still shoot the next turn. The other Git launcher hits the intended target, kills off 2 more warriors. As for this fight over here, Longshot decides he actually wants to play this time, kills off one of the dogs, and the spider kills off another dog. That dog fails to wound Longshot. They're going to run, and he chases, and the dog gets away. What the hell, man? Fucking dog. Alright, King Koopa over here kills one of the Juggernauts. Holy shit! Koopa! Killing one of the Juggernauts. Juggernaut attacks back. He does like 2 wounds, but I armor save both of them like champ. The spider goes and puts on another wound on the Crusher. Holy shit. He just punked some Juggernauts. They are going to panic. They're not near the general. They're not near the BSB. He's going to run, and he runs off the table. And Koopa chases. And that's going to go ahead and start off Warriors of the Dark Gods turn 3. Warriors of the Dark Gods turn 3. He charges. He said he wanted to do this in order. I was honestly more afraid of the Dragon Centaurs charging in. But he decided he's going to charge the Marauders. And I'm like, stand and shoot. So I stand and shoot. And I kill 5 guys on the stand and shoots. That unit of 30 Marauders is down to 5. Okay? Oh my god, I love these Goblins of Poison. He decides he's going to charge his Dragon Centaurs. And now's my chance. I'm like, if I stand there, he's going to hit me. He's going to overrun and start killing more units. I'm going to flee. I'm going to let him take his dangerous turns for charging me, but I flee and I hit all my units and I pop off the table like so. You guys did a good job, Goblins, but you had to take up the chaff roll, unfortunately. You know, and it's better than giving them a banner. Yeah, I mean, they were going to die anyways. They were going to die from just getting killed in that charge. So he tries to redirect. He redirects the Marauders into the Wolf Riders. I believe I might flee on that one as well. He redirects the Dragon Centaurs into the A-Rock. And he takes the dangerous terrains. The dangerous terrains killed 1 Dragon Centaur, and he has 1 wound on another one. But he gets in like so. Ooh. He fails the charge with the Marauders. And these guys over here are all moving up. Okay? This side over here, the dog doesn't rally. Dog continues to run. Magic phase, he got 11 power dice. He throws 4 dice onto blue fire. I'm like, you know what? Let's use the Dispel Scroll now. He uses 2 dice onto Ring of Confusion. It fails, and then he rolls 5 dice on pink fire, and I throw all my dice, and I dispel it. So no magic went off. We're going to go into shooting. Or no shooting. It's warriors. We're going to go to close combat. A-Rock goes. A-Rock does 2 wounds onto a Dragon Centaur. Dragon Centaurs go back. They end up doing 3 wounds onto the A-Rock. Ouch. Whew. A-Rock is stubborn. General's right there. A-Rock sticks. He didn't care. Goblins didn't do anything, by the way, guys. And it's going to start off Orcs and Goblins turn. I think this was 3. Orcs and Goblins turn 3. This is a beautiful, beautiful turn. If you guys see what I see. I'm going to leave it on this page for a second. If you see what I see, he's been moving up to me. He's been moving up and moving up and moving up. He has a chariot coming. He has 2 blocks of warriors coming. Crushers are out of the picture. Dragon Centaurs keep busy with the A-Rock. I decide I'm going to charge like this. General's going for the Marauders. The Orcs are going for the side flank of the warriors on the left. The Squigs are going for the guys right in front of them. And I'm going to use my Orcs with the crossbows to get into the side flank of the Dragon Centaurs here. And I'm calling out the WOG! Oh my god. That was probably the most impressive WOG I've ever done. In a tournament specifically. But that was probably the most impressive WOG I got on my videos, period. Holy shit. Check that out. Boom! Crush in on this side. It's mayhem. The general gets in. The Orcs get in. Holy shit. Oh, man. It's just beautiful. I use the Wolf Riders to get right in the face of those warriors so they can't assist and get a rear charge. The Gorby's Chariot will get a rear charge if his unit decides to stick. I move Longshot over this way. I move Koopa over this way. That dog's going to run off the table. Magic Phase got 10 power dice. 10. And I go ahead and I throw up 4 dice onto the beast within. He dispels it. I try to throw this on the squigs. I throw up couple dice into Shadow Miasma, big. I get it off, and I lower all their stats by 2. I throw up a couple dice onto the Curse of the Wildwood, make them harder to hit me, and I get it off. And that is just a very good magic phase. Shooting, I shoot both Git launchers at the unit of warriors, I believe. One drifts off, one hits the chariot instead. The one that hit the chariot did 1 wound. And then as for close combat, Dread just ate those 4 marauders. He didn't even, they tried to swing at him. It didn't matter. I don't even think they went first. I think I went first. I just ate them. It was just a joke. And I just turned Dread around this way. He's going to face down the flank. He can either get a flank on the warriors, get a Gorby's Chariot, or go for the other guys. He doesn't care. He's just swimming. He's playing in the water. He's like splashing his feet. Nidhogg's drinking some water. He's just like, I'm just going to check and see what these guys are doing, because I did a wog and I killed some warriors, and I'll just go wait till you guys do your job. A-Rock over here, Poison Jaw goes off, kills off 1 guy, but that was it. I failed all the other stuff. The Orcs go. The Orcs end up doing 2 more wounds onto another Dragon Centaur, but man, these guys are tough 5 or tough 6. It's like tough 5 or tough 6, and there's a lot of them, and they get like 4 wounds each. Holy shit. Goblins go. Goblins end up killing off one of them. The champ's still there and the banner's still there. He attacks the side, kills off 1 guy. He attacks the front. He ends up doing 2 more wounds onto the A-Rock, and he stomps and kills off 2 more guys. Whoo! I charge. I got a side flank. I got a banner. I did so many wounds. He actually sticks in combat. That's impressive. Holy shit. But I still got another turn on him. Don't worry about it, guys. Close combat on this side. He challenges with his general, and I'm like, you could take my champ. And he goes and attacks with all 8 of his attacks. He only did 1 wound. He rolled like 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, and I was like, holy shit, he rolled like King Koopa. Whole hero level King Koopa, not Lord level King Koopa. And he killed him here. The Squigs go. Squigs are hungry. Squigs killed 10 guys. Holy shit. Orcs on the side go. Orcs killed 2 more. And then he ends up killing off 4 Squigs, no Orcs, and man, did I win. It's a break from combat. He's going to run. He actually gets away. But he has Curse of the Wildwood up, so he's going to run away from the Orcs. He's running to the left, and he has Curse of the Wildwood up, so he's going to lose Dangerous Terrains, and he loses 3 more. Oh my god, that unit's dying, and it's going to go ahead and start off Warriors of the Dark Gods turn 4. Warriors of the Dark Gods turn 4. He's going to charge Gorby's Chariot into my Orcs. My Orcs ran up like a pathetic 2 or 3, by the way. He's going to charge the Warriors into the Wolves. I have to take that one. Gorby's Chariot gets into the rear here. The other guys get into the Wolves. And that's about it. He did rally his general's unit. His general's unit needed like a 4 to rally, and he rallied it. Oh my god. Magic phase, he got 5 power dice. He goes ahead and throws up 4 dice onto Secrets of Stolen, and I dispel it. And that's about it. Over here, he's going to go into close combat. Close combat, my Orcs killed off one of them. He attacks back, kills off. He does 1 more wound onto the A-Rock. And he does 2 more wounds onto these guys. But we end up winning combat. And he's going to flee. So when he flees, I just run him down. And I kill him with the A-Rock. Woo! Good job, A-Rock. Over here, the Gorby's Chariot. He gets impact hits. Kills off 5 guys on the impact hits. Holy shit. Goes in and starts attacking. Kills off 3 more guys. Holy shit. The Orcs go back and do 2 wounds onto the Chariot. But look at this. This is just the mayhem the Chariot did. It killed off a shit ton of guys. I am steadfast. I stick there. I turn around. I got 1 more turn at this Chariot, or else I'm going to have problems if the Squigs don't hold up on the other side. Over here, he ends up, his guy in this unit kills off only 2 of them. That was just his BSB. That BSB is cool. Holy shit. It's a good use for the Age of Sigmar models, by the way. I don't blame him that he has a primered army because he has a lot of conversion work going on. He has a bunch of cool looking models going on because he has a bunch of Age of Sigmar converts. He goes in and attacks with the rest of his guys. He ends up killing off 3 more. One Wolf Rider lives, doesn't do shit. He's gonna run. He ends up chasing him down, and he gets he gets in like this. Kind of leaves me a side flank with my general, but I don't think I take it. And that's how it looks. It's gonna go ahead and start off. No, I don't have a flank on his guys at all. But it's gonna go ahead and start off Orcs and Goblins. I lost count. Turn 4, I think this is. Turn 4. I charge Dread into the chariot, I charge Koopa into the side flank of those remaining warriors, and I charge the Squigs into the remaining warriors, and they all get in. I move the A-Rock back because he's done enough for today. I move Kabuto to the side of those guys, and I move the Orcs with the crossbows. I just made a swift reform and faced them. Doom Divers are going to have might die. Magic Phase got 11 power dice. I go ahead and I throw up 3 dice into Shadow Miasma. He dispels it. I throw up Glimpse of the End and Curse of the Wildwood onto this unit. He lets it go off. I go ahead and I start shooting at him with the Howdah crew, and ends up killing off one of the warriors. Oh man, close combat, or I'm sorry, I shoot the Git launcher at him, kill off 2 more, but we're gonna go to close combat. Close combat over here. Dread just eats this chariot, and he just turns around facing these guys. Over here, Koopa gets challenged by the general, and then he takes it. Nobody wounds nobody in this fight. They're both like impervious to pain. And the Squigs ate the rest of the unit. They're going to run, and his general's going to run, and we're going to eat him down. That is the end of the game, my friends. Holy shit. That was a crazy turn. Game 1. Who would have thought Orcs and Goblins would have just tore apart the Warriors, the Dark Gods? But I did it. My Forest Goblins took out the Marauders, and it was all gravy. There was a lot of synergy, I feel. A lot of cheap shots onto no armored units that did great. The spells were working together. That lowering the toughness on the Marauders really was just kind of brutal for that unit. They were just dying to easy shots. Something that would like a strength 3 bow would normally hit on 4s, but it was hitting on 3s, or wounding on 3s, which is just nuts. As for MVPs, I'm going to give the MVP... That's tough. Koopa took out Crushers and fought the General and head up. Dread just took out 4 Marauders and a Chariot. The Orc Horde crushed the Warriors, and they got the side flank BSB bonuses and all that. And they disrupted them. Actually gave me an extra point for this scenario, this battle. The A-Rock holding off the Dragon Centaurs was pretty impressive. He didn't die. He did give him half points, but I ended up getting a full point victory. The secondary objectives and scenario bonuses, though, I got really low on, just the way the cookie crumbled, more or less. The Forest Goblins really did take out a good chunk of Marauders. Let's see. Doom Divers didn't do much. The Wolf Riders chaff like they're supposed to chaff. The crossbows helped out on the flank, which is just pretty awesome, actually. Longshot only killed off dogs. And let's see. Dread killed off the 4. We said that already. Nash just killed off the unit. A-Rock took out the Centaurs. And yeah. I personally am going to give it to the Nasher Herd. The Nasher Herd took out the biggest point unit general, or the general's bunker. They had a huge charge they needed to get in, and even if the Orcs didn't get the side flank on that attack, those Nashers killed 10 warriors like nothing. They ate them like paper. Yeah. Orcs and Goblins victory, 2,400 points. I'm excited. I'm pumped. I'm like, holy shit. We had a huge lunch break after this. I'm going to come back and find out who my next opponent is. And I find out it's Jake motherfucking Murphy. Not the person I want to fight in this tournament at all. But it's Jake Murphy. He's my round 2 opponent with his Bretonians that I just fought at Friday Night Dice, and now he knows all my tricks for my Orcs and Goblins. Guys, I'll see you in that video. I'm going to end it here. MVP was the Nashers. I'm going to try to pump out these videos all week. Honestly, guys, if you guys haven't caught my tag team tournaments videos already, I already put those up, but I was explaining that I'm going on vacation right now. I went from Chicago to Ohio to do this Ocon. I did the tag team tournament on Friday. I did the full tournament Saturday, Sunday. I left Ohio, came back home to Chicago just for the night, and I'm going straight to North Carolina, which by the time you guys see this video, I'll probably be in North Carolina already because I'm going to Brawlers Bash. I got 5 more games at Brawlers Bash. I got a game against Once Bitten, that's just for fun. I got a game against Tuna Sandwichify and Spam Sandwich. So I got a game against 3 YouTubers, 5 more tournament games. I have no idea how this is going to go, guys. I have so many videos. And not only that, but when I come back, in 2 weeks I have Adepticon. And I have 3 big brawls and 4 more singles tournaments. That's a shit ton of games. That is so many games, so I'm just trying to pump out the videos to keep you guys informed on what's going on before all... You guys are going to question me 100 times about new rules and old rules and whatever, and I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm just trying to pump out these videos so you guys can see how the tournaments went. So, I hope you enjoy it. There's no ambulances because excuse me, because I'm not at home and I'm not at work. So there's no ambulances in these videos. Anyways, guys, I am just trying to get the videos done. And I hope you like them. I hope you subscribe. And if you don't, and you're one of those 2 assholes who hit the thumbs down on every single one of my videos, screw you, guy. Screw you. Alright. Besides that, I hope you enjoyed it. Take care. Peace. If you have any comments or feedback, please just put it in the comment section below. If you guys have any questions, please just put it in the comment section below. I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Peace.